Hello YouTube. Last time we was waiting on the brake on the Eriba here to turn up. Finally turned up, and back to work we went. Basically I had to wait for it to turn up so as then I could cut this bit to actual size, because we didn't know the measurements of where the brake would come to. Once I had the measurements, I could cut it, I could drill it for those holes that you see there, and there's another one behind there, which had to be dead right and accurate, and also we had to be careful of the V piece where it comes up to. So I had to take all that into account. That's why I had to wait for the brake. This is the brake, by the way. We went over onto a new one. The old one was absolutely knackered. It never ever going to be any good. So we went a little bit extreme, went for that. As you can see, all the new steel chassis, all welded in place, and then once we bolted it, then we welded it right the way along. I had to do it in stages as well, so you don't get any twist. Then after that, the floor, managed to seal it all underneath, then use silicone on all the chassis rails, and then screw it all the way down, so then it's a full floor now, as you see. So it's been a little while, looks a little bit grimy, the other bits, but I was going to then paint it again all the way through, but to be fair, as long as it's sealed for a minute, that will do. What else can we say? We're more or less ready now to start thinking about the sides going back on. So keep in touch. We're going to have to start thinking about the sides going back on, and then I want to put some strength in the sides, clip them all in place, whether rivet them, screw them, whatever it takes, and then get it back to a solid shell. It's been a long time coming, but we're getting there slowly. Now we've got the chance to crack on. Now we've done the front again, so there's nothing in my way. I can crack on basically. So hope you're loving the bits. If you want any info on that brake, I'll give you it. But to be fair, we did have to wait a long while for that to come because of the measurements on the steel that we wanted, and we wanted it to be right. So that's the one we're happy with. Hope you're loving it. Get involved with us. If you're passing by, come in for a cup of tea, and I'll see you a bit later. Ta-ra.